Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to tackle something that drives so many of us absolutely crazy: how to turn all that website traffic you worked so hard for into actual valuable leads. You know, if you've ever felt that frustration of watching potential customers just disappear, then this is definitely for you.
So, let's just get right to it. The big question: why do your website visitors just vanish? I mean, you've put in the work, you've got people showing up, but then nothing. It's such a huge missed opportunity, and honestly, one of the biggest headaches in the digital world.
Now, the classic solution to this problem has always been the lead magnet. And just to make sure we're all on the same page, a lead magnet is basically a valuable freebie, like a guide, a checklist, a template, that you give away in exchange for someone's email. The idea is super simple. You give them something of real value, and you get a lead in return.
Okay, so here's our roadmap for today. We're going to start with the Visitor Vanishing Act, then talk about the old lead magnet grind. After that, we'll dive into how the AI revolution arrives, layout and new creation blueprint, and finally, see what marketing reimagined really looks like.
All right, let's kick things off with a problem I'm pretty sure you know all too well: the Visitor Vanishing Act.
Doesn't it feel like you're stuck on a hamster wheel sometimes? You pour time, money, and so much effort into your content, your ads, just to get people to your site. They click, they look around for a second, and then, poof, they're gone, without a trace. It really makes you wonder if anything you're doing is even working.
And that brings us to the old solution, the lead magnet. But let's be real, creating one the old-fashioned way is an absolute grind. Let's dig into why these traditional methods just don't cut it anymore.
The old process is just so clunky and inefficient. You find yourself trying to piece everything together with all these different disconnected tools, one for design, another one to build the form, and then a whole other thing to actually email it out. You just get totally bogged down, and hours just disappear.
And this quote just nails the first huge failure of the old way: zero tracking. I mean, think about that. Making a sale and having no clue how it happened. That's exactly what it's like when you can't track your lead magnets. You're just flying blind, and you can't possibly improve what you can't measure. The second big failure? Well, there's just no emotional connection. The old way pumps out content that's fine. It's functional, but it's bland. It's robotic. To really grab someone, you have to add that human touch, that emotional hook that speaks to their pain points. That's what makes people stop and think, I need to read this.
Okay, but this is where the story gets really, really good. The new AI tools we're seeing aren't just a little improvement. No, this is a full-blown revolution that just smashes right through all those old problems. It changes the entire game.
I mean it. Just take a second and picture this. That awful, daunting task that used to eat up your entire weekend now becomes this fun, creative journey that you can knock out in minutes. You're not worried about the technical stuff anymore. You're just focused on creating something awesome for your audience.
And this slide just says it all, doesn't it? The difference is night and day. You go from juggling a bunch of tools to one simple system, from days of work to a draft in minutes. And maybe most importantly, you go from pure guesswork to a process that's trackable and totally data-driven. The revolution is about fixing every single one of those old pain points.
So this all sounds pretty amazing, right? But how does it actually work? Let's walk through the new blueprint and see just how simple this whole thing has become. So the new AI-powered way pretty much boils down to 3 easy steps. First, you just pick a template that's already proven to work. Second, and this part is super important, you write a really detailed prompt for the AI. And then third, the AI does the heavy lifting, generates the content, and then you step in to add your own special sauce and refine it.
Okay, I really can't say this enough. The quality of your prompt is everything. It is the most important part of this entire process. You can't be lazy or vague here. If you want great results, you have to give the AI specific, detailed instructions. It's that classic saying, garbage in, garbage out. Better input always equals better output.
And just look at the difference here. A prompt like write something for designers is, well, it's pretty much useless. But look at the good prompt. It's specific. It tells the AI the exact format, who it's for, the specific categories to cover. It even asks for a mix of free and paid options. That is the kind of detail that gets you a fantastic first draft in seconds.
But here's the key thing to remember. The AI gives you an incredible first draft. It is not the final product. Your expertise, your stories, your unique personality, that's the magic ingredient. You're the one who polishes it and adds those emotional hooks that make it truly valuable and uniquely yours.
And what's really cool is that the best platforms out there are way more than just content writers now. They're complete all-in-one toolkits. They've got the AI templates, sure, but they also have the trackable links, the built-in analytics, integrations, landing page builders, the whole shebang, all in one place. No more juggling a dozen different apps.
So, when you put all this together, what does it really mean? It means we've arrived at a point where your entire workflow and your potential for growth are totally transformed. This is marketing, completely and totally reimagined. This before and after chart just captures the entire shift perfectly. Before, you felt stressed and bogged down. Now, you feel empowered and creative. Your process was fragmented and slow. Now it's fast and unified. And your results went from being pure guesswork to being completely driven by data. So what's the ultimate payoff here? Well, it's massive. We're talking effortless content creation, the ability to precisely target your audience, seamless integration with your other tools, and performance that's backed by real numbers. All of that together gives you a real, sustainable competitive edge.
And that's really the main thing I want you to take away from this. This isn't about a small, tiny improvement. It's not just about writing a little faster. This is a fundamental, total reimagining of what your entire marketing workflow can look and feel like, from beginning to end.
Which, of course, brings us to the final big question you should be asking yourself. You've seen the old, frustrating way, and you've seen the new, streamlined way. You've seen the technology that's making it all possible right this second. So the question is your marketing ready for the AI revolution?